Okay, run that one.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
DEFCON 1, DEFCON 1, we have inbound meteors. We have inbound meteors. Wait. Sorry. That was the War Games movie. Sorry, I was watching that.
And that was your 10 hit thing for the evening. They are not hitting us yet.
Oh. Hey, 9 to 5 to life. And Uncle Al. No, the aliens didn't get me. But I figured I'd throw up the one from the DEFCON, the background from the DEFCON one, since it had little things coming in like meteors, only to see how many people go, ah! Oh, boy. You know, today's such a bad day. I didn't even notice when I went to set the time up that I set the hour up. I forgot to change the minutes back to 0. And it set me up for, 15 minutes earlier than I was planning on it. But hey, what the heck? I did get some video for some real good, interesting videos coming out here. I got from my camera today on the excavator working and slamming pipe and doing all sorts of fun stuff. Me working like a 17-year-old laborer again.
And beating him up like he was 97, but we won't tell nobody.
Yeah. I mean, just, I could stand up and show you what my pants look like. It looks like it's all greasy, but that's called stick lube, or something like that. Anyway, I got a video coming out showing all the fun stuff I did, spending the $225 a day on the excavator, and got another $300 worth of rock and $3,000 worth of pipe. And the pipe, all but the last stick is in the ground. And after the live stream, I got to run out there and throw some buckets of dirt on a few of the spots in case the irrigation company turns on the water tonight. The pipe doesn't float.
Oh, that would stink.
Oh, you would not believe, what I'd be saying would not be, it would make a Marine and a truck driver blush.
I don't know about that. I got some jokes to make sailors not only blush, but run the other direction crying for their mama. But they're pretty nasty. I
used to work in the construction industry, and the worst ones for jokes are the operating engineer machinist, the mechanics that work on the machines and stuff and do all the welding and everything else. Oh, they come up with some raunchy ones.
And thank you, Al. Even though everybody says, man, take that off your face, man. We can't hear you. Don't bite me. I'm not taking it off my face.
Yeah.
And like I said in my video, I don't care what people think. I'm trying to keep myself healthy and them healthy just in case I got it and don't know I got it. Although I'm pretty sure with the underlying conditions that I have, if I had it, I'd know it.
Let me write something over here real quick. I'm thinking about it here. Boom. Got to put up an ad here in a second. I don't have that many windows open, so why is it slow? I know, because I'm running a live stream.
Yep.
Got to get a better one here.
I sent you a link to build one.
Yeah, I got to say,
It's
right
okay.
now, what I spent today,
Your wife cut you off for the next 2 months. Understandable.
6 months. I ain't getting a birthday present. Well, actually, I may get if she comes up at the end of the month. If California opens up and she comes up to help out with the baby and stuff up here, I may get a present, a Royal Gibbs in the back of the head.
You just make sure you hide all the cast iron because that crap hurts. Not speaking.
She respects cast iron too much to break it over my head.
Oh, that's a good thing.
All right.
But yeah, just tell her if she lets you build that computer, you won't bug her for another computer related item for the next 10 years.
There it is. All right, so I want to put this up as soon as it'll get in ready to play here, and then we'll dive. Then we'll dive at 8 o'clock. We're going to dive heavy into the white elephant in the room. Okay, so
just because I have a belly like an elephant, I don't have a trunk. Come on now. Making fun of me on live streams. Jeez.
If I was going to make fun of you, I'd make fun of what I saw in the reflection at the Wally World.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Keith, hey, how's it going? Grab your hard hat, Gil. It's ow. It's right up there on the wall. Okay, so here is the link I'm throwing up here. And if everybody has not seen Dave's 1,000 subscriber giveaway, info and rules, there's the link to it. Go watch it. You have 2 ways to get entered. You can get entered into as 2 different counts into the contest.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Make a comment. Make a
Facebook or video response.
Yeah, Facebook post on it, video response. Yeah. Or you can do all 3 like I did. Ooh, I just did another shout out for it. Ooh, that's 4. No, I want to get 2 entries.
Well,
Darn.
If you pull open what I've got shared.
Hang on. Let's swap it up.
And there is a list of people currently entered in their thingamahooba-boobies. So you can see if your name's not on the list.
Well, there's still 6 more up above, or 5 more up above BR Platinum.
Oh, yeah. See.
Yeah, there I am.
Yeah, he thinks he's getting 3, now 4, but
no, it's just basically 2. Blue is 1, green is 2. Whether you have 6 on there, it's 2.
And I do already have the wheel set up, and as I add names, I will add other names.
Yeah, this is set up sort of like the Demon Rat Party saying, "Oh, I promise you all this, but you only get 2." Yep. Oh, you ain't done enough to get 7, but you're only getting 2.
Yep. And we're going to take one of those away from you when you just least expect it. Oh, wait, I can't get that out loud. Ooh.
Okay, so I got to remember, I got to make myself a note here. So in my, tomorrow when I do the description for this and everything, that I had to include in the tags is giveaway. Because it gets more people to look at stuff and they'll see, oh, you're having a giveaway.
Yep, I'm really close to breaking that 4,000 hour mark, and we're inching closer to the 1,000 subs. So get in there and join in quickly.
Yeah.
Before it evaporates in front of your eyes.
I got to refresh this page because that is way off.
And no, L, not at this current moment. Not saying that I haven't prayed for that in the past. No, I'm kidding. I never did.
Meteors hitting LA. Not this go around or the next one.
Now, maybe in 2029 is a different story, but we don't know.
Maybe in 2026 is a different story.
I ain't worried about that one either.
And that's the one that I believe that's going to be the one in July or June. Darlene, you got kicked out.
She probably tried clicking on the link.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah,
you on the links. You got to do a right click on it.
Unless you're on mobile, then you're just going to have to
wait until you get on a computer.
Yep. Or wait and come back and watch the replay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the giveaway count so far. 31 people are entered into it. Well, not 31, 29, because the first two lines are taken out with that. So, yeah. So this is what he's giving away. All sorts of medical stuff there.
I have added to it since then. I'm just not telling anybody what I've
Yeah,
added.
he's not telling what he's adding. They got all sorts of cool stuff there. And it's coming up here. It was before that, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're too far. Slow down just before the bag. Or maybe it's just after the bag. Yeah,
I think it's after the bag because you throw the bag back on it later on here. There it is.
Right there.
Ta-da! You guys are going to get it. The winner's going to get an autographed copy of the Survival Medicine Handbook of Doc Bones and Nurse Amy.
Yep. They are going to supply and autograph it for you. It'll have your name in it because that's my copy and it's got my name in it. I'm giving my copy.
Yeah. All righty. So it's now 7 o'clock. Give me a second to change things up here and drop that down. And let me see if I'm on the right. Yeah, okay. So let's go back up with this one here. And we got inbound meteors here. No, that's not inbound meteors. That's war games again.
All right, will you quit trying to act like the rest of the stinking YouTubers out there and spread fear porn?
No, I'm not spreading fear porn. I'm spreading comedy porn. All right, so we're coming up. Tonight is the best night for this. It's been going on for a couple nights, getting better and better and better. Tonight's going to be the best night, and then it's going to get less and less and less.
Unless they're like me and have cloudy skies, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Lyrids Meteor shower. If you check with certain observatories, they should several of them should be doing live streams tonight of it, but they're saying you can average something like up to 15 meteor, shooting stars, whatever you want to, a minute. Just one. Oh, there's another one. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Ball. So yeah. And anyways, if you know your the
astrological,
you know your
if you know where the constellations are in the sky where you live, you should be able to locate this.
I still can't think of the word.
There are apps for phones, tablets, and computers, if you're not in the wet section, where you can actually look at it and go, there he is.
Yeah. Zodiac signs is what I was going to say. Because you got Libra, which is, hey, I'm a Libra. You got Scorpius, Sagittarius, and Draco the Dragon, and Hercules. Of course, there's more stars in Hercules than just those four showing there, but it's the Lyrids Meteor shower, and it's when you look up there, it'll be coming off from that point, going every which way from that point. So
now, if you're looking up and you see one that looks like it's getting bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter, move.
Yeah, no, wait till it gets really bright, then take one quick step to either to the right or to the left. Don't take off running, because if you take off running, it's going to zero in on you. That's the way it does in the movies.
Yeah, thank God the movies don't reflect real life.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Of course, now if you want to throw in a tin hat, Hollywood puts out movies years before it actually happens because they want to let you know what's going to really happen to make sure you're desensitized to the current problems facing the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the tin
Okay.
hat off, huh?
Take that off. Put that down. Put this one up. So I got a real cool website to show you guys here. And let me get this thing here. There's the link for it. So you guys can go look at it on your own. But boom. All right. So let me hit a refresh on it real quick so it gets it back to today. All right. So there it is. All right. It just blew past because this is going that fast. So let's zoom in on this here. Come on, turn. I don't want you to do that. I just want to zoom in. There we go. So the little blue ball there, that's Earth. And as you can see, the path of this, as I move it around, comes close,
But no
but
cigar.
no cigar. It goes actually passes between us.
Oh, hail, Queen of the North.
And Lori. I mean, it passes between. It better not pass between us and Lori. It'll hit up there in Michigan or Montana or something. Anyway, it passes between Venus and the Earth, closer to Earth though, which is why we see so many of these meteors coming through here. But you can see it there, the pathway of it as I move around. This is a real cool three-dimensional map here. Come on, turn the other way. There we go. So anyways, yeah, that's one to look at. There are some really interesting things though coming up here. This is supposed, huh?
The meteors have always been there. It's just only recently have we had the technology to be able to locate and spot them early enough. Sadly, though, there are still some that we don't see until it's, holy cow, they just missed us.
Yeah,
Because
there's
they only come from behind the sun because of their elliptical orbit. They stay behind the sun. We don't see them until they've literally just missed the planet Earth.
Or they just buzzed by, Mars or, just skirted Venus. Like if it here's us going around the blue one.
Oh,
Now, if it came by right here and it just missed Venus, yeah. In fact, Ben Davis was talking about it yesterday. Had a video on the one that they in 1999 they still have no idea where it came from. But it came around from the sun and went buzzing, on by and didn't even come close to us. There was a comet and it just went and gone. It was like, well, where did that come from? And they still don't know. They've gone back, checked all the data they had and stuff. Of course, now with as many computer cameras and stuff aimed at the sky now, they could probably find it. But if it ever happened now.
yeah, Laurie, you should have went searching. You could be a very rich woman up there now.
All right, so Lori wants a.
She doesn't want anything. She doesn't want anything bigger than a bowling ball.
Yeah, I was going to say something about the size of a larger than a softball, but not as big as a bowling ball. That way, it's
cantaloupe.
Yeah. Hey, Jake. Hey, Jake. Any hooser. So this is one that tracks it, but if you go to the side, they view a bunch of the different run a bunch of different ones in, including the one that comes every August. And I guess
isn't that the Perseid?
Pleiades.
Pilates? What?
No, not Pilates, Pleiades. In August. The 14th through 15th is 14th through 16th is the best days to see it. And every time, even up on Mount Wanda in California, it's cloudy.
Lori, I told you not to go wrestle with the Rottweilers at the neighbor's house now. I told you they'd kick your butt.
Oh, I gotta behave myself. I'm too tired to make jokes. Oh, good ones. Saw green when it turned white until I realized my windshield was you're not the only one, Michael, who's had that, that blue, the green or the blue tint. Yeah. A rock kicked Lori's butt. So,
sure.
Yeah.
It's your story. You can stick to it. We will not argue with you tonight.
Let's pull us back up here.
Scared me.
Small, not big. If I wanted to scare people, I'd got to do us big. And then you can see how dirty my face, how dirty my face is. All right. There are several other. Let's see if I can find them information on those real quick. I know I saved them here.
I'm glad you waited 10 seconds ago. I was sitting here picking my nose.
Okay, there's. Okay, so I'm going to open a new tab.
Yes, Lori. It is fun. Climb over a fence. It's easy. It's no problem, they said. Exploring an old house, no problem, they said. Till you catch your shoelace on the top of the fence, you go face first in the dirt, and then you start walking through the house and you fall through the floorboards, wind up in the basement. And then you see all kinds of graffiti down there that shouldn't be mentioned, and you run screaming out of the house like your pants are on fire. Yeah, it was fun. Sure.
So I got several other real cool links here. So I can find this other one here real quick. Final one here. This is how tired I am, folks. I've been out there since 7 o'clock this morning working.
Lori, I finally remember the name of that channel. It's Exploring with Josh. Go look that up sometime. And what happened to the comet asteroid Atlas? Don't know. It didn't hit us. I know that. That's when I quit worrying about it. I have a tendency to not look up at the sky very much for things like that.
Oh, you mean the huge asteroid 1998 OR2? That's later on in the month. And that's on the, let me check. Double check this 29th.
There's also a father and daughter team that do exploring, and I can't remember the name of that one anymore.
Oh, Dave. Next Wednesday, I got a topic for your live stream.
Uh-oh.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on, let's go. Stream. What? There it goes. Jeez. Okay, so this one is due. Where does it say? It's going to come by the Earth on April 29th. That's next Wednesday. That's when it'll pass closest to Earth. And so yeah, that's so you guys Dave, that's 1998 OR2. There's all sorts of really cool Earth Sky is a real cool earthsky.org. Astronomy has some really cool stuff on it. That's the one we're watching now. That's right. This one's not acting right. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's going on here? Am I losing? Are you guys losing me?
Nope, you're still here as far as I can tell. This site
Why
can
aren't
be
these?
created.
Okay, this one's coming up next month. So a bunch of guys were talking about this. Oh, there's a big asteroid. It's going to hit Earth. Da, 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 da. You know, and I looked it up. No, it's not.
It's going to miss us by a couple miles. No worries.
Now, this is the one also on the 29th. It's between 1.1 and 1.2 miles wide.
That, if it were to hit a populated area, would be like having a small tactical nuke go off in the area. It
Going to
would
be like a
major
big
devastation.
tactical nuke. That big?
Nah. If it hit the center of New York, we might lose the island and the surrounding 80 miles, but you know.
Yeah, it's surrounding 80 miles in Jersey, and yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, I'd hate to see the loss of life, but I'm sure we could spare the extra landmass because it would create some new land too after the waves calm down on the Ohio's shoreline.
Yeah, there would be a berm built up somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but it also may turn into a nice little deep pool pocket there.
Yep.
But that's that's coming up next there, and this other one here. Here we go. It's finally doing it. The American Meteor Society, and they have the calendar for 2020 and 2021 of all the fun ones coming up. In fact, this one here just started active 2 days ago, but it's in, I believe, from the equator northward. You can see it. It's so you look southward to see it. The one tonight is, I believe,
Northwestern sky, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And so you got all these other funky ones coming in July, went from July to August. Here it is, the
Perseids.
Perseids, PCP, whatever.
Perseids.
Yeah, starts in July, but it peaks around the August 12th to 13th is when it peaks. So you got all sorts of cool stuff going on in the sky above us. But do you know what really scares me is not these meteor showers?
No, meteor showers are minor. Yeah, it's the NEO. Near Earth.
No. Even worse than the near Earth objects is even the ones that we know about. It's the comets with the trails of ice and stuff in the ice, like the come on, brain, work. Amino acids and other things that have. What was that?
Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
The other things that have the RNA and DNA type stuff, and all the other stuff needed for the quote the building blocks of life and stuff.
Hey, Catherine. Hi, Ryan.
Are floating around in the tails of comets.
Now, according to flat earthers, that doesn't happen. Flat earthers say all living organisms came from the earth. There's no living organisms outside the planet Earth.
I guess they haven't.
Even the zombie apocalypse they had in Europe back way when, that never happened either. That was just a fairy tale listed by our government to instill fear in people.
Yeah, but you got to realize that type zombie was not the Hollywood type zombie. In fact, that was more similar to the potion zombies that the
like what Dr. Zhivago cooked up.
Now I'm thinking of the Haiti, the Haiti zombies.
Yeah, voodoo.
Where they drug them and stuff, and they're walking around.
The voodoo that you do. Oh,
yes. Whoa! Don't pull any punches there, Uncle Al. Tell us what you really think.
He did.
Come on, you can go in more depth than that.
Don't get him started. His routers will burn up before he gets done.
White zombies. Yeah. What was it? Anglo-Saxon zombies.
No, Lori Jean, I have not seen him now in about 2 weeks. And unfortunately, he has never connected with me outside of YouTube like he said he would. He never did. So I have no way to reach out to him. What is the take on the meteor shower, Mr. Gill? Kathy would like to know.
What's the take on the meteor shower? Okay, so did she? I missed it when she just popped in. She just died, so she didn't see it. Okay, so let me restart this and throw it back up here. Come on. It's restarting. Give it a second. Okay. So the white stripe here is the path of the meteor shower. The little blue dot circling the sun there is the Earth.
Welcome to the third rock from the sun.
Come on.
Easy, easy.
Easy. There we go. As you can see, it goes by, and some go on this side and some go on that side of the Earth's orbit. So tonight is the best time for it for us to see it. And it looked like the date flashing by there. It looks like it's going to be the 23rd next year.
NASA has a big cannon that shoots up big balls. You just don't know this.
I believe northeast, Lori, or for you up way up there, just maybe east.
You need to put up the original screenshot that you had posted for the video itself.
Okay.
One with Zodiac in it. Probably right about the time we get done, Lori. But I'm not going to hold myself to that because I'm not Gil and I didn't do the research he did.
Okay, so
there it is.
Yeah. So if you know where Hercules is and you know where Lyra is, it's in between the two. Of course, Draco, the dragon, and you draw a line through it down to Scorpius. So there's Jupiter in the sky up here in Libra, and Mars and Saturn are down in Sagittarius. And I'm not sure what this little one here is.
Okay, for those who are unfamiliar with said technology, if you go to your store, be it iPhone or Android stores, type in astrology viewing or zodiac signs in the sky, and you will be able to download an app, and you can look on that app, and you can aim your toward the sky, and you can look for the zodiac or other constellations in the sky to be able to figure out where you need to be looking and what direction. So sometime around that time, yes, Lori.
All right. Lost it. Let me get up here. Okay. So nothing's hitting the Earth. There was a group out there that was talking about an asteroid that was going to hit the Earth this month. And this was last month they were talking about it. Oh, it's gonna impact part of the Earth. So, and that was,
they were singing "It's the End of the World as We Know It."
That was this one here, and I will throw a link to that there. Okay. And basically on April 29th, an asteroid estimated to be 1.1 to 2.5 miles wide will fly by the Earth, but it's not expected to collide with a planet. It's not even going to be, they give measurements here. It'll be 3,900,000, basically round up, 4 million miles away from Earth.
In other words, you can just stick your hand out and it'll give you a high five when it goes by.
Yeah. So so this is from last month and stuff. But when these guys were out there claiming, oh, it's going to hit the Earth, it's going to hit it. No, it's not. Now, in August, there is, pull down here to the Perseids.
To answer Darlene real quick, yes, Algeria did get smoked by a small one. And that was End of last month, beginning of this month. Al
Yeah.
was the one that brought it up the first time, so ask Al when he comes back.
Yeah. Yeah. So that if that was an asteroid, it's not part of the meteor shower. Any of these clusters. These are meteors that go around in a certain pattern all the time. They know when they're coming. They got it down for where's the best place to see it. For all these real cool ones here, and there's the link to this page here. Boom. I like to still watch this stuff. It's really cool. When I was little, my brother got a telescope, and we'd sit out there taking turns looking at stuff in the sky for about 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's something I want to get, Charles. I want to get a really nice one because some of them cheap ones just you can't
Yeah.
see a tree in the backyard, let alone the nearest star. I want to get something that's halfway decent for him.
Yeah. So these two are currently active right now. This one just is starting in on the 19th, and it'll go through May 28th. And the peak is on May 4th and 5th. Ooh, Cinco de Mayo. Okay. And tonight is the peak. Tonight's the peak. Tonight going through to, this one's not giving the time, but it says going through to 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow is the so tonight going through to 3 o'clock tomorrow. That's that one. So I gave that one. I gave that one. Let me throw this one back in here again, because this one here, you can look at all the pathway of all the different asteroids. You can go back and just to view and type in whichever one you want to look at. And you can look at it three-dimensionally from how it's passing so you can see exactly how it's interacting with everything.
Lori, you're not supposed to go flying. You've already done that once or twice.
Come on, get away.
But
anyway, so you just hit reset, and it goes right back to the long distance view, showing it going by real slow, and then you just try to come on, zoom in without doing that. Stay that way. There we go. Now I got it zooming.
You got to get it right on the right ecliptic.
The right ecliptic is right here is where it's passing between the two, between Venus and Earth.
When you're zooming in, otherwise it wants to go all wonky.
Yeah. So, but once you got it there, you can see how it's going around and the different objects. But yeah, anyway, that one's a really cool one. This one here, that's the same one on the 29th day. I've actually named this asteroid 1998 OR2.
Now, I'll give you a little heads up. If you look at the name, the new numbers in the name, that usually tells you two things: the year it was originally found and the first initial of the people that found it.
Yeah.
So if you want to go back and do research, just type in the name of it, and you can go back and figure out when it was originally seen, who the people were that seen it.
Yeah. So some really cool information on it here, but yeah. And see, it's on one of these orbits. It'll come around again, and it'll come around again. Okay. So, and that one, that's earthsky.org. And yeah, so go to earthsky.org astronomy, and you can just start looking at all sorts of fun things. And I was going to throw up some of the other asteroids that were coming in 2029, but hey, we got years to talk about that one, and it's still going to miss us
by that much.
And that's when you're going to have to get Don Knotts out. Not Don Knotts. Don Knotts. No. Maxwell Smart. Yeah. Miss me about that much. Just so long as there wasn't C19 on the C19.
Oh, you never know.
Okay, so what are we supposed to get ready for? All right, here we go. What
Hey.
what are we going to be ready for? Okay,
Nada.
to go view this, what are you going to need? Binoculars or a telescope, good camera, a warm blanket. Hold that mug up higher. Dave, hold your mug up higher. Coffee out there because it's going to be cold out there. Family members that you can get close to, given
Nah.
the current situation. So you guys can sit up and go, ooh, and a journal to write down your notes in what you saw. Don Adams, that's it. Don Adams. Thank you, Michael.
Nah, that's not what you need. Not at all.
And a real good video camera where you can record it.
What you need is something that records off-site into the cloud, so it can be recorded for posterity's sakes, no matter what happens when the meteor hits the camera and you explode into 2 zillion.
Oh, we're not. Never
Hey,
mind.
bud.
Hey, Butch. No, we don't need to get ready to kiss everything goodbye.
No, we have even the first one from the Bible isn't going to do, it's going to do damage, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to wipe out the earth.
Yeah.
And neither is the second one. Okay, so we do not have to worry about a collision that's going to wipe out the planet. Not going to happen.
Yeah, no. All this is tonight is a little bit of levity in here, so everyone can go out and enjoy a good celestial show. Because the last time I tried to do this, I discovered my camera sucks.
Mine too.
Actually, my camera sucks worse than Ohio.
Yeah,
That's my camera's keeping California from falling off into the ocean.
Yeah, well, Michigan's about drowning, and Ohio's keeping it afloat. So
Wormwood, yeah, that one we got playing. Wormwood is not going to hit. It's going to come close. It's going to be a cool light show.
no, Wormwood is the one in the Bible that will hit the earth.
Well, that's what they're referring to the Apophis as, also as Wormwood, and coming around in 2029. It's not, and they've what some of the ones are saying. No, it's going to be outside of the moon's orbit.
Yes. Now, when they come between the Earth and the moon,
worry.
Then things can become different because they cannot guarantee its trajectory as it passes between them because of the pull between the two.
Yeah. And I've been working on a novel book for 4 years on that scenario. Been gathering information from some of my friends at USGS and NASA on that. So I got all the number crunching, all the numbers and stuff. I just got to finish flushing out the book and the storyline and the people and the characters. Got to have good characters, otherwise the book sucks.
And let me give you a hint. I honestly don't think they're going to see Wormwood coming. And they finally admitted that there are times when they can't see him come in until they've already went right by us.
Yeah.
Wormwood will probably pull the exact same stunt.
Oh,
when it's going to go.
Let me look. Did I close that other one down? No, I didn't. Okay, let me check something here out.
Considering parts of Canon are under government contract, their repair shop may be open. It's just, it's a crapshoot. Because there are certain lenses, if I remember correctly, that are manufactured at Canon. For certain, you do not need to know about type items. And they will never tell you those items exist type thing.
Okay. This was 1 day ago, so this was yesterday.
Yeah.
Suspicious Observers put out a video. I'm waiting for it to load over here.
While you do that, I'm going to go get me coffee.
Okay. And oh, geez, don't want to see that. Good thing I don't have that up because that looked totally horrific, the commercial on that one. Skip ads. Don't want to see the HBO stuff. I'm sorry, but yeah. All right, so let me put this back to the beginning and pause it. Come on. There we go. All right. So this is what, let me go theater mode. Dun, ta-da. All right. So this is what, suspicious observers put up. That's, suspicious observers, Ben Davis, Daily Sun, Earth, and Science News. Check. All right. In 1997, a comet came from nowhere. They still have no idea where, and no, it did not hit the Earth, but there's just his little hypotheses things on it, talking about it. He goes on and talks a bunch of stuff, but then he lays out where it came from around the sun, showing how some of them come in different trajectories. He talks about it. Then he gets the images. This is the image that's scary here, folks, because if you watch him very carefully, you'll see one coming. Okay, it's going back to it here, but it comes out of nowhere and goes right on by, and there it goes right there. And they had no idea. There was no sign of it coming in from this side over here. It just suddenly came through and went right on by, and had everybody going, "What the heck was that?" So, and the sun is back here behind that, and that's you're getting the pulses off the sun, and that's you're getting pulse light off of being picked up off of Venus there. So, but yeah, this was yesterday. This video is how long? 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You know, it's well worth the watch to see this as they talk about it. And he talks about the scientific stuff of it. So, yeah. When they say we don't know where it's coming, there it goes again. You know, they're zooming in on it to see it go zipping right on by. And you notice that the tail of the comet changes and goes out in front of it as the particles being blown away by the solar wind. So the tail of the comet change is always away from the sun. So, anyways, that was one of the really cool things out there. And so if you get a chance, I'll just grab it right here.
She's already put
This is the link. She did. She just put the whole channel up. I'm putting just the video.
Okay, hi. Yeah,
all right. Oh, there it goes. So that's that specific video. I've learned so much watching Suspicious Observers. All right. Now, Ryan's keeps on posting just in time's prepping channels. Will is back in the hospital again, guys. So he's kind of freaking out that he's going to lose all his monetization because he's not getting watch hours.
He's not.
So, you know, last time I talked to him, he goes, "I'm going to lose my watch. I got to go lives again." I told him, "No, you don't." So,
he's stubborn and bullheaded.
Yeah, exactly. Set his mind at ease. Go open 2 or 3 tabs, play some of his old Monday Night Roundtables or some of his other prepping videos, and let it run, and show him some love.
Just keep 6 feet away.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Dave. Your cat would have loved being out there in my ditch, because my daughter's 2 cats went down into the pipe, and they were running up and down the pipe.
My cat's afraid of the outside.
Yeah.
Because the last time she was outside, somebody kicked her so hard it messed her face up bad. So she don't like outside. If I carry her outside, as long as there's no loud noises, she's okay. If a kid makes a loud noise half an acre away, she tries turning her claws and taking my chest and turning it into ribbons of blood to get back in the house.
Yeah.
I'm smart enough, though, to hold her feet so she can't do that. The last thing I need is more injuries to where I would have to go see a little building with kind of a red symbol like that on it. And yeah, I don't want to go anywhere near one now.
I'm going to close that one down. There we go. So that basically, my thing tonight was just something about if you're going to want to watch heavenly events, celestial show, whatever you want to call it, plan ahead a little bit. Get your lawn chairs ready, warm blankets. Depending on the time of the year, you may need to wear long johns and stuff, multiple layers, like the one in December, which will be coming back around again. And some pretty good. Some of them are really good shows.
Just build yourself a nice big bright bonfire. You won't have to worry about it. You'll stay nice and toasty.
But you won't be able to see it.
And see, that's another thing that people have to consider when they're going out to watch these things. That if you are in a city, have fun. You can have the clearest sky in the world, but if you got a lot of ambient light here on Earth shining upwards, it blocks it out. If you have the ability to drive out to the countryside where there is little to no ambient light around, you'd be amazed at how much more sky you'll see. E.T. phone home.
Yeah.
E.T. phone home.
ET phone home. Yeah, last week, we got a weird snowstorm. It I can't remember which day it was, but it came in and we had some little sprinkles going on. Then all of a sudden we had seriously some like snowflakes that big around coming down and just all gently coming down, laying on the cars and stuff, and hit the ground. In certain areas, the ground melted right away. Other areas had been in the shade where the ground hadn't warmed up. It stayed a little longer. The next day, there were only a couple spots left because it also rained shortly thereafter, some sleet, and it was gone by noon the next day. Totally. Everything was nice and warm, and I was out there playing in the mud again. Yeah, Uncle Al, there is for certain areas.
That should be nice spring warm days. No, we got cold ones. Frost.
There's still a couple days of the storms going through the south, but not as bad as it was the last 3 days of all those tornadoes and thunderstorms and other stuff going on.
I told you guys it's a tilt of the earth.
And
local weather patterns, because what used to be right here is now down here because the earth has went up this way.
Yeah.
So let's say the North Pole is here, as was most people envision, and that's where the most cold air is. Well, unfortunately, the earth is tilted in such a way that the planet Earth is turned, so the North Pole is more down this way, which means more people are getting the Arctic Circle air, and people like me are getting more cold weather and freezing this time of year than is normal. Matter of fact, the frost last 2 nights has actually killed a nest of baby birds, which my kid and some of the other local kids found them today.
Yeah.
Go wash your hands.
Yeah, went out this morning. There was frost on my Coyote tractor and on the ground and stuff. But I was smart last night. I closed the door, the front window door, and the door to the excavator I rented, so it was nice and dry inside. Okay, Uncle Al saying Midwest and Southern states. Okay, Al, this is what you need to look at. All right, here we go. We're going to play this. This is as Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to play it forward. And there's the date time change on the bottom. Oh, let me get this out of there.
It's a rocking and a rolling.
So it's replaying, and as the stuff goes by, that's some of those storms that they've been getting, and where you got the moist weather coming up from the bottom, and the Arctic weather coming down, and they're getting those tornadoes and lightning storms and thunderheads through the south.
And no, the Earth is not at a 45 degree tilt. If the Earth went from its current tilt, which is like 23.4, I think, if it passes 24 degrees of tilt, the Earth as you know it will change. We're talking catastrophic changes.
Yeah.
Not just severe weather here and there. We're talking winds blowing across the face of the earth upwards of 300 mile an hour over the mountains. That's not talking the flatlands where it has a chance to pick up speed. We're
All
talking
right.
waves the size of the Empire State Building rolling across continents.
Yeah.
Okay. 24 degrees is earth shattering, well, not shattering, but changing events.
Yeah. So for me right here, the NOAA weather says I should expect Wednesday night 40% chance of rain, Thursday 60% chance of rain, Thursday night T-storms and mostly cloudy, 20% chance of the T-storms. But if you watch what's coming through here, Thursday morning,
Yes, Tim, it is.
and there goes the stores for Friday, Thursday night, Friday morning, 1 a.m. And that's the last of the T-storms. And then Saturday it's cloudy, and then it clears up a little bit.
Yes, the Earth's magnetic field is moving faster now than it has in the last 100 years, which is also causing our magnetic fields to weaken a tiny bit each time it jumps.
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of things going on all at once, not just one or two. There's a lot.
Yeah.
If you would like to learn more, please go check out Suspicious Observers.
Yeah.
Ben is a really nice guy. I was going to have him on this month or last month, and I thought about it this month, but they just had a brand new baby. And I would rather give them the benefit of the doubt and let them have some family time and rest. Because him and his wife are very busy as it is, because they both work from home. So they don't, this whole physical distancing thing is not applying to them. They still have to work. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd be, give them a little bit of time. But one of these days here soon, I will get back with them and see if he's ready to jump on one of my live streams, and we will discuss said topics in more depth.
If you look on Ben has the thing tracking over the last decade, the movement on the Earth, the movement of the magnetic north. It moves around because inside the Earth is the liquid molten lava is what helps generate part of the electrical magnetic field, and the Earth wobbles. The Earth
Like
wobbles.
a sailor.
And so, yeah, the Earth's magnetic north is always moving, and they,
But the north and south poles are magnetic poles, not the actual physical, but the magnetic poles are moving. And if they can continue on their current rate of movement, they will meet somewhere over in the Indian Ocean.
and that's the big flip.
Yeah. Happens about every 12,000 years.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to know when the last one happened?
13,432 years ago.
Dang it. I wanted to say it.
I was just guessing on that.
No, you're not far off, but yes.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening to them.
We are overdue for it.
Yeah.
And before anybody says, oh, it's a bunch of poppycock, no, there is geological history to prove that it happens on a fairly regular basis. That's why they say about every 12,000 years. That's because, oh, wait a minute. Doppler radar near Bronx? That would be stinky.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Yeah. But.
Oh, it's biblical, Al. It's biblical.
I'm tired.
I think Neil ran out of gas.
Yeah. I was out work. Like I said, I went out at 7 o'clock this morning, started digging with the excavator.
7 o'clock this morning, I was walking to Walmart. 7 o'clock your time.
Yeah. And then I had all sorts of problems. The video will be coming out sometime this week, knock on wood, showing all the problems I had trying to stab the pipe and get everything going. And unfortunately, a lot of it, I just got so busy trying to solve the problem, I didn't bring the camera up and record it exactly what was going on all the time, even when I got my daughter and her husband out there helping me. I did move it around a couple times, but yeah, it was, I was in a hurry to try to get that pipe in the ground because I had 300 feet of pipe, 15-inch pipe to get in the ground before they turn on the water for the irrigation ditch. Tomorrow morning, I have to be up in Idaho Falls at 8 o'clock to pick up a piece of 4-foot steel corrugated culvert,
Anthony.
6 foot long, so I can put a pump basin in over where the irrigation ditch was going through my property. Then it made a turn. So at that 90-degree turn, I'm going to put in a catch basin there. So, or a catch basin, like a manhole barrel type thing out of using the corrugated pipe where I can pump the pumps in to pump the irrigation water out for the sprinklers we're going to be installing for the field to water all the corn, squash, pumpkins, watermelons, and other stuff we'll be planting on that 2.5 acres. But I got to get it in place before they open up the ditch water and start flooding the ditch and causing me all sorts of problems.
And Anthony said hello.
Hi, Anthony. You want to come on up?
He said he's been driving.
He's been driving. Yeah. I've been driving an orange tractor and a black and white excavator and a gray tractor today.
That was racist, young man. How dare you call it black and white?
How dare I call it black and white? Well, geez, that is the color of bobcats.
Now they're going to be completely desensitized to their national colors, and they're just not going to be the same anymore. How dare you?
So, there we go. There it is.
That's no good.
That's the one I was on, except mine. The one I had a full cab on it, so it's more like
that one.
Yeah, that one there with the full cab on it. Those are blades. The thumb on it here. Yeah, that's what I was on today and yesterday. And when you have it on the fuel efficiency mode, which I really didn't need to do a lot of speed power on it, for the 2 days I was running it, 7.5 gallons of diesel fuel.
Not bad.
And I ran it for 9 hours yesterday. So yeah, I mean that thing's a fuel miser. I want one.
I need something bigger. So I'm going to go out here back behind the church and I'm going to bury me a couple 40-foot containers and build me a house on the ground.
In that case, you want to just get like a 245 excavator with the 10-yard bucket on it,
and a D9.
No, you just dig it out and you just dump it into the trucks that are going to haul it off.
I got to have something. I got to rebury the dang things. I can't haul it off.
Well, then you pile some off to the side, and then you use that 245. It'll pick up a 40-foot cargo container with vehicles in it and set it in the ground.
Mm-hmm. But I still want a D9 because I'm going to use a D9 and bulletproof it so I can go marauding after the world comes to its apocalyptic end, and I can go out and add Maxis. Hey, my dream was to be like that guy that modified that dozer in some city, went on a rampage with it. Remember that?
Yeah.
Not really, guys. I'm kidding. It was never a dream. But I did want to take and buy a school bus about 20 years ago and do a Mad Max conversion on it just for parades and stuff. That dream has never left, but
yeah,
it would be kind of strange to see it at a parade, I guess. But, I wanted to.
Oh, funeral tomorrow. Sorry, Anthony. Flooding at my hometown, Columbus, Fort Benning area. Oh, Ryan, are you above the floodplain though? Are you going to be okay?
I went to Fort Benning.
It's a nice place to visit. Don't want to live there no more.
Why is Uncle Al telling you Denver?
It is referring to the dozer that was modified.
Okay. In Denver. That's right. Well, you know what's so funny with those dozers and stuff? There's something much more terrifying out there.
Me.
And goes a whole heck of a lot faster.
Me.
a Caterpillar 988 articulated steering loader. It'll push a D7 out of its way.
Mhm.
It's got rubber tires on it. It will do 45 miles an hour down the street.
It'll take a semi and bust a semi in half and keep going like it wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his grandma passed away.
Oh, my condolences, Anthony. Oh,
Yeah, family trumps YouTube. We understand.
yeah, definitely.
That's
It's
why.
it's
Go ahead.
been 32 years
Is it here?
since my grandmother passed away.
Where did I put it?
Yeah, my grandmother passed away just the summer before my wife and I got married. And then the following year, on Father's Day, my dad passed away. So even though it's been a long time for me, I still understand your pain. I don't live. So you're no longer down in that area. You're up in Northeast Carolina. All right. Still, watch out for the little circle, the spinning clouds with the old hag on the bicycle flying around in it.
Let's bring some happiness. Child's birthday party. Or there wasn't much of a party. It was him and the neighbor boy. That's him opening his 12th present. That's the neighbor boy looking at me like, what the heck are you doing, old man? That's Charles looking at me like, I didn't get more. And that's what he got. I got him a couple Matchbox cars.
Hey, Matchbox cars are cool no matter what.
And there's him pretending he's happy as hell. Because he got white cake, vanilla cake with sprinkles.
Ooh.
So there's your happy moment for the day. Even though it was a day early, we celebrated it today.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I will put the camera out to do what I should have been doing yesterday and today as well, but I was filming my other stuff. I finished building a fence enclosure for the grandkids to go out and play on the grass and stuff where they can't go wandering off. Because Eli, being with his autism, likes to wander to the fence lines, and there's an opening. He goes through to the other side and he'll stare at the stop sign for about 10 minutes, and he'll look around for another stop sign to go stare at, and he'll wander off.
Hey, small town.
Hey, small town. Oh, well, in that case, I got if I can find it here real quick. For Anthony. I got something for Anthony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if my computer will work here and show me it, there it's coming at. Okay. Do I got it here? Yes, there it is.
It's his grandson. Fish and Loaves asked who Eli was.
Eli is my oldest grandson. He's 6 and has autism. And come on, scroll down. Where is it? Oh man, I found it. Put a lot of stuff in here for the kids. Oh, I didn't put the other one in there. Dang it. But make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. So you got all these real cool John Deere, Caterpillar, farm tractors, and all sorts of fun things to play with. But the one box I thought I had on here was the Matchbox set. I must have put it somewhere else in one of the other folders on Amazon. But yeah, there is a lot of cool stuff on Amazon for kids. That's what I plan to get them.
Ooh,
when it becomes available again, the electric 12-volt ride-on dozer, and let them go to town out in the field.
risky move.
Well, put it this way: when they're out there, it's like, I'll have the one area fenced off. It's all right. You can dig all the dirt you want in this area.
2 hours later, and they would call you. Did you allow your kids to dig a tunnel to Tennessee?
Yeah. Yeah, I must have put it in one of the other folders then. There was a set of Matchbox cars that was really cheap here.
Oh, I think I know which ones you're talking about. You're talking the old cast metal car.
Mm-hmm. And
what Palmetto was talking about right there.
Yeah.
They're small. They're really old, from the like 30s and 40s and early 50s. They weren't much bigger than an inch and a half, maybe. I've got, and it's a Model B, I think, but I can't remember now. I'd have to try and find it, and it's packed away because Charles wanted to play with it. I told him, I says, no, it's too old. You ain't messing with it.
Yeah, there was I must have put it in one of my many other ones by accident, but it was a real cool one. I was going to get it for the boys. Check this out real quick here, guys. Okay, if someone's looking for a bunch of 5-gallon buckets for their food storage stuff, Agree has a 10-pack of 5-gallon buckets, black. Keeps the sunlight out and stuff. It's $29.92 for the 10-pack, so it's basically $3 a pop per bucket, as opposed to the $6 at Home Depot for a Home Depot bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And these are really good ones. I've gotten 2 sets of these 10-packs so far.
Well, next month, if I can find the bits and bobs to do it, I'm actually going to build me a homemade birthday.
Found it. I found it. I have it in my outbox. I mean, in my save for later on my yeah. So there, Matchbox gift set assortment. Let me blow it up to the big size. Yay! Yeah, for $9, that's not bad. And they're die-cast vehicles. Oh yeah, they happen to have put one of those things, but it's got a cop jet pulling it over. So
sadly, Charles has 90% of those cars already.
Yeah.
I think right now, well, he does have more monster trucks than I had when I was a kid, because there wasn't no monster trucks. Charles has about 40 different monster trucks and about 80 different Matchbox cars.
Yeah.
Not counting the 3 he got today.
I don't know what I used to have. Probably 200 Matchbox cars from when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to them.
I know what happened to most of mine.
I may find some box of my mom's stuff that around, and open up and like, oh, what's this? Oh, my Matchbox toys are in here. I have a feeling though she pulled them out and let the my nieces and nephew play with them after Chris and I had our own little place, and so I didn't snag it from the house in time. But yeah.
Yes, please send all donations to Charles, care of me, at
What?
Not finishing it.
Not finishing it.
I was kidding. Hey, do you remember her name now, Gil?
Do I remember Courtney's name? Yes, I do.
Okay, just checking.
Hi, Courtney. Yeah, micro machines. I remember those from my grandkids. My nieces and nephews who used to play with them. So I remember the original real Tonka trucks that were made out of metal that if you hit somebody with them, you knocked them out. Not this plastic stuff that's out there nowadays. I want a day tractor.
The store
So
tractor supply.
it has theirs for like $4. It's a terrible disease. I don't want to wish on anybody. Oh, Alzheimer's. Talking about Alzheimer's. Okay.
Yes.
All right, missed that one. Hey, well, I know someone who has Alzheimer's and they're doing just great. Pelosi, Schumer.
That's a possibility for us over here in Ohoho that we may have to be up stupid early in the morning. See, hey, Brass, I had Tonka trucks. And back when I was a kid, there was a TV commercial with an elephant standing on the dump truck. My proficiency at that time of destroying toys was pretty proficient. My mom and dad, thinking they were smarter than me, went out and bought the dump truck, the dozer, and the excavator, as well as the crane. I had the complete set at the time. 2 hours later, my dad came outside, and mind you, I got them on my birthday. My dad came outside 2 hours later to see what I had done with them. The crane was bent in half. The dozer was pushing what was left of the dump truck into a big hole I had dug with the excavator. I had flattened it. My dad made the comment, and I remember it to this very day. Tonka should hire him to prove how durable they really are.
Actually, he should have said Ralph Nader should hire him to prove how durable they really are. Yeah, my brother had the crane, and I had the motor grader, and I also had the Ford Ranger pickup that had the didn't have the pickup bed on it. Had a like a horse. Losing my mind here. Basically, you put 2 horses in it, and so it was for and it was painted National Park green, and it had the new U.S. Forest symbol on it, and so the Rangers could go out, get the horses, and ride around the park. First thing came up missing were the horses.
Mine turned into melted puddles of ooze.
And I think mine just got buried in the mud somewhere where we were playing. Corsair flip-up wings.
Of course,
cool.
My favorite Tonka toy that I loved the most as a youth was the Tonka tanker that was able to be filled up with a liquid, and you could push a button and it would gravity feed out the little hose. Me being the inventive little child, Davey, and having a proficiency with liking the color of flames, filled it with gasoline, trailed the hose behind it, taped the button down and pushed it down a hill. I let it get halfway down the hill and lit the fire and went and hid behind the hill. About 8 seconds later, we heard no more truck. Just a small hole in the ground where it used to be.
I think I'm trying to remember that. I think my younger brother also had, besides the crane, had the dump truck. My older brother wasn't into that, but I had the road grader. I had the Forestry Service Ford Ranger, and I had another truck too, a regular pickup truck.
Yeah, I was a devious little brat as a child. I didn't get into any major trouble, but my brain was in overdrive trying to figure out how to do things that you probably shouldn't be doing as a child.
All right, folks, I am really tired, and because I was so tired, I didn't put the correct time in when I was setting it up. It started at 1:15, so I'm really tired tonight. We've covered about everything we could on the meteor shower up above us. See all these. Oh, those aren't meteors. Sorry, those are missiles coming in.
Yeah, no worries. By the time they hit us, you ain't gonna have to worry about it anyway because you won't know it.
Yeah.
You'll see
Yeah,
a
you,
bunch.
you got to watch out for Matthew Broderick saying, I want to play global thermonuclear war.
Would you
Wouldn't you rather play a nice game of chess? Anyways, so let's go put this up here. One last shot at this. So this is a meteor shower when it gets dark. Give it about an hour after dark, so you can actually see stuff coming in. And so look for whether Libra or Scorpius, and these Draco, Hercules will be right in the middle of it there. But yeah, it's right here. So just use that app to find out where your zodiac signs are, or your zodiac constellations. And yeah, and there's Jupiter, and there's Mars. And I'm not sure what this one is. This might be Venus flying through here because it's a red color. So there's Saturn. So anyways, that's what's going on in the sky tonight. And
have fun, be safe. God bless y'all. Catch you next turn around.
yeah, and with that, we'll see you later.